Let's start task B. Anyone can begin.
I would like to start the discussion by saying that the education system had offered them young Malaysians more opportunity by helping them have a good education from primary until they're going to higher level like universities. As for examples, in school the student do not need to pay the fees for the exam. They just sit for the exam for free. And like we are Form 6, we can repeat our exam when we fail our exam, but we need to pay. But when we take the exam in the first time, we don't need to pay. And there's a lot of vernacular school in our country. We can have a lot of choices to choose which school we want, and there's a lot of different vernacular school. For example, Tamil school, Chinese school, or Malay school. In our country we can learn 3 languages that other countries do not have. And for example, in Chinese school we learn Chinese, Mandarin, English, and Malay. Tamil school we learn Tamil, Malay, and English. So this is why young people in Malaysia are considered lucky, as we can learn a lot of different kind of languages, and as we live in multiracial country. And beside that, internet provide us a lot of information, but on the other hand, internet also give us a wrong information, as like Facebook, the people posted wrong information and influence the people. So a lot of people now they're getting the wrong informations. So what do you think, see?
Yeah, I agree with you. Nowadays, young people in Malaysia have easy access. Nowadays the education has offered them more opportunities. This is because they have easy access to science laboratory. In school every day, they can go to the science lab to learn how to conduct experiment during their biology, chemistry, and physics period. During the period of time, they are able to recognize the chemicals, apparatus, and materials used in the experiment. For example, lithium, sodium, potassium, and redox gas. And however, for people in the past, they have no chance to do so because the country are not so advanced and can't prepare any such facilities for them to have chance to use this science laboratory, and this will result that they are not able to handle experiment, and also they can't even know how to use the apparatus. And for young people in Malaysia today, since they have the chance to use the science laboratory, so this will help them to prepare them for their university life. So how about you, Kennedy?
Yeah, I agree with the opinion of candidate B and C. The education system has helped the young Malaysian today the most, because nowadays the young Malaysians, the students can borrow the money from the government to enter the government university or private university or the college. For the students who have outstanding and excellent results, the government also will send the students abroad to have a better opportunity to get a higher level degree. Nowadays, education is very important because it is the most at once to move the future leader, because the young Malaysian today are the future to contribute to the country. So knowledge is the most important tool to change the future of the country. So how about you, candidate A?
I also agree with your opinion because through our educational systems are providing with high technology which can assist the students to learn in various ways, such as through the way of listening, writing, and reading, even visualization through the images which comes out from the I can't hear my voice. Which comes out from the screen of computer. Okay, and somehow I agree with you because with the book loans, it can enable us to get the books without paying any money. It can enable us to study without any we can study under a stable condition without worrying about the financial problems which comes out from our families.
Yes. And furthermore, in our country, the education system has provided a lot of scholarship for the students for further their study. For example, the governments provide the JPA scholarship for those students who have excellent results, as they have the opportunity to go overseas to further their studies. And for the private university, for example, Petronas, Shells, they provided a lot of difference of scholarship for the students to want to take particular courses and continue their study in the college. So, and how do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you too. For their nowadays for young people, education system enable them to take part in three types of co-curricular activities. For example, uniform body, society, and sports. Yeah, and during the co-curricular, when they are taking part in this kind of co-curricular activities, they are able to hold a high post like president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary too. This can help them to learn the things in the post so that they can equip themselves for their future life. This kind of experience can help them to handle the problems when they are in future, because
Have a better personalities they have learned in those posts they have taken in the school through the curriculum, and the good personality will help them to handle all the problem they face in the future, so that they are confident enough to solve the problems and socialize with others.
This can build up their leadership.
Yeah.
For the education system in Malaysia, in the school, it's just like a small community. The students can communicate with each other, and I think that there will also be more than one race of students will be study together, and then they can know each other well and know their understand the different culture, and this will contribute to the unity of the different races. Furthermore, the school also can help to build a student's discipline, because every student also have to obey the school rules in the school, so this will help them to become more disciplined. So,
I got no idea. don't like me.
And the school provided a lot of facilities, for example, the science lab and library, and it provide the students, they don't need to worry and buy any reference book from, waste their money to buying the reference book from the bookstore. They can easily get the books, the information from the school provided free. So and also the book load, we know it, the young Malaysians, they don't need to worry about the financial problems, so that it can help the parents to not the burden of the parents. They don't need to worry about the money for their children for the educations.
Okay, stop.